Hi, my name's Michelle Merrifield, and today we're going to be doing hamstring lengthening. Hamstrings are really important because it's one of the main reasons why people get lower back pain. So I suggest for you to potentially get yourself a blanket, a bolster, a pillow, a cushion, whatever you've got at home and that's available, just use that. It's okay if it's not actually a blanket. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today's practice is going to be more of a yin style of practice, so it's going to be slower in nature. And it's more of a passive approach. So I'm going to get you to inhale, draw your left knee up, then just exhale, let the knee go off to the side, and just square your hips off. Make sure your right toes are coming up towards the nose and shoulders are in alignment. For those that would like to, you can sit on the blanket just to help lift you up, to make it easier, just allowing your pelvis to tilt, to allow your heart to open. For those that already have the range, you can just sit flat on the floor. So making sure both hands are equally down along the leg, we're going to inhale, open the heart, activate the quadriceps. By activating the quadriceps, you lengthen the hamstrings, and then we're just going to exhale, fold here. Now some of us might just be in this position, and I encourage you trying to move from your heart, oppose from your head. So just try to lengthen out through the lower back here. And then see if you can soften your shoulders. Remember always to breathe deeply in and out through the nostrils. And keep your leg active. You don't want the leg falling off to the side. That's why we slightly need to keep it activated, to keep alignment, to keep integrity. But the idea is to find a softness. And just once you're all the way down there, just allow your head to hang out. Breathe deeply here. It's not necessarily about taking your forehead towards your knee, but rather see if you can put your big toe in your mouth. And I've actually had a student be able to do this, believe it or not. And just see if you can continue to allow your shoulders to cascade down your back. And the more we slow down, the more our mind begins to slow down. And we forget so much about what we're thinking, but we become more sensitive to what we're feeling. Keep lengthening it away. Take one more breath. And exhale. Let it go. And on the next inhale, just slowly coming back up. And exhale, release second side. Square your hips off. Inhale, draw that right knee up. And then exhale, send it off to the side. So once again, if you need the blanket, pillow, bolster, jump onto that. Square your hips and shoulders. Keep your left leg directly in line with the torso. Big toes to the ceiling. Inhale, lifts the heart. And then we exhale, slowly fold forward. And initially, I like to just really encourage my heart to come forward, so I gently activate, pulling my shoulder blades down and back. But nothing's forceful here. It's just a gentle exploration of the body. It's quite a passive approach. Just allowing ourselves to move into corners that we may not have been. Just to get to know ourselves a little bit more intimately. And this practice really teaches us patience. It teaches us to be still
and allows us to be comfortable in our own skin without needing to be constantly distracted or stimulated. It allows us to go to a deeper level of our physicality, and through that exploration of depth in the physical form, it opens up the potential to find depth beyond the physical as we go into the spiritual aspects of our body, beyond the mind, beyond the body. We begin to see what else is available. Keep lengthening. If we're no longer just the skin and bones, no longer our thoughts, what is left? Breathe into that possibility. Take one more breath. And then inhale very slowly, coming up.
Beautiful. Now it's quite normal for one side to be more flexible than the other. And that's okay. Let's come to the second side now. So big toes up. Activating the quadriceps initially. You can sit on a blanket if you like. And if you are sitting on the blanket, just make sure the edge of your sitting bones is on the blanket. So notice how I'm slightly tilting my pelvis. Really activating the quadriceps because that will help lengthen the hamstrings. Feet together and parallel. I'm going to inhale, lengthen, create space. And you don't need a strap for this one because it's not about touching your toes. That's not the objective. It's more about feeling yourself from the inside out. And then exhale. And if you take your palms flat on the floor and gently pull your palms back, notice how that encourages your heart to move forward. Notice what happens with that gentle pullback of the palms and that inspiration of the heart. Keeping the legs active. The breath deep. The neck long. The eyes closed. Just allow yourself to let go. Can you relax your shoulders a little more? Release the teeth and the face. Keeping the integrity of the soles of the feet. You want your feet to be as if you're standing on the floor. They're strongly pulled back, as if you're standing on the floor. The rest of your body is loose. The upper body is just relaxed, as if you were floating in water. Completely weightless. Inhale, slowly coming up vertebra by vertebra. It's very important though, if you do have any kind of back pain like a bulging disc, just to be careful with folding forward, because this could actually aggravate your lower back. So just be mindful when folding forward, and maybe consult your doctor beforehand just to ensure that you're not going to aggravate anything. So from here, we're just going to release now the lower back, lengthen the leg out. Let's inhale, draw that right knee up, and just exhale, just twist it out. Let's take 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. So inhale, draw that knee right up into the chest, and let's exhale, let it go long. Inhale, draw the opposite knee up, and exhale, release. 1, 2, 3. Then inhale, just draw that left knee up into the chest and keep it bent. I'm going to bring that right leg up and just hold it here. Now, if this is too much for you, you can use a strap or a tea towel around your foot, but holding onto the calf muscle should be okay. Just relax the shoulders down, close your eyes and breathe. For those that are a little bit more flexible, you can let the left leg go long. For those a little bit more flexible, you can hold onto the foot. Just breathe here. Keeping your left leg long. Just breathe into your body. Deep, fulfilling breaths. Allow your whole heart to expand with the breath. Try to keep your shoulders cascading down the back. Your right leg slightly engaged, just to encourage the hamstring to lengthen even further. But see if you can find a softness, a sweetness, a steadiness. And see if you can even turn the corners of your mouth up. You'll notice the longer we stay here, the more flexible you'll naturally become without any effort. So instead of using force, we're using time to open us up. And in this particular posture, we're really allowing gravity to help pull us down. The natural forces of nature. Mother Earth is supporting you. She's got your back. She's holding on to you and cradling you. So feel comfort in her support, in her steadiness. And just use your breath to allow yourself to gently open up. Just a couple of more breaths here now. And then gently release. Soften the knee. And then let's slowly come to the other leg, just holding on to the calf muscle. Grounding your shoulders down. See if you can release your teeth here, so you're not clenching the teeth. And if you're comfortable, you can let that right leg go long, but know that you don't have to do that. It's just an option. If you're comfortable, you can do that later. And then for those that have the range, can also hold on to the foot. Just breathe into this here. Keep encouraging the hamstrings to lengthen. But being really gentle with your approach. If you're finding the practice too stressful, it's probably because you're trying too hard. So I invite you just to back it off, maybe 10%, 20%, whatever it takes for you just to find comfort. You still feel a stretch, but you don't feel a strain. It's a big difference. Because it's when we're straining that we cause injury. And after a minute or so, you'll notice that the body really begins to let go and it opens itself up. And sometimes it can take at least a minute or two for you to even soften, for your body just to stop fighting you and for yourself just to surrender to the potential of the stretch. Let's take a couple more breaths here now. And just gently release the leg down. And coming into Shavasana. And just notice the sensations that you're feeling in your legs now. Notice how it feels to be in your body. The subtle changes that have occurred from when you first started to how you feel now. And feel that vibration, that gentle pulsation that's moving through your lower limbs. And stay here for as long as you feel comfortable. Namaste.